Alright folks, I have to admit something to you. In all of my preparation that I've been doing for the next episode, I feel like I've been so totally kneecapped by the fact that I can't beat the Ender Dragon. So I'm gonna be doing like a take real quick where I beat the Ender Dragon, and then there'll be like the second part of the video, which is like after the Ender Dragon. I'm gonna have done a lot of stuff with the end and like the map device and all that setup. But before I do that, I may as well show that I did a bit of stuff off stream. Quite a bit of stuff. One, the wall is complete. Like fully complete. You can see how it's shaped right here. I didn't shape it too well, did I? But it's fine. You know, it's just whatever I could make a contour of, really. Whatever happened at the time. Like you'll see here, it kind of got cut off by the fact that these trees got in the way. On top of that, I made a create building. Then I realized it was way too small. Then I realized, oh wait, I have a plan. I can just put the windmill on top. You may say that a windmill is stupid and you hate windmills, but honestly, I prefer something nice and simple when it comes to my create. I don't really like to complicate stuff with things like, you know, like a steam engine or like a water setup that's really better. I just like to use a good old-fashioned. The windmill bearing is nice and simple to set up. You don't have to think too much about it. The funny thing I learned though is that I could make the fans go down and then I could make the liquids point like this. So it's kind of like you're taking a lava shower or a water shower. And in both scenarios, that's a lie. I'm literally lying. It's actually fine if you take a water shower, obviously, but a lava shower is painful and can damage your equipment. Speaking of equipment, before I got this thing, I was on all gold, but I'm using gold because gold can roll pretty high with levels. It goes to 20, like it goes to not 20, sorry, it goes to like 30. I actually have it pulled up here. Yeah, gold goes from 1 to 30, which is a real shame because it means I'm having to rely on gold. So that's one of the reasons why I have to get beyond this point of the Ender Dragon, you know. I don't have to deal with this gold equipment anymore. I'm still on the Spire of Lazarus, but now it's level 29 instead of level whatever it was. Probably like 23, I think. I've put 6 levels into it, I believe. I also got looting 3 on it. Another thing is that I went to a place really far away down here. I figured out a bit of things. One, the dimensions aren't what I thought they were. What is this biome? Rolling hills. So cool. Anyway, the dimensions aren't what I thought they were. Actually, it turns out that the nether only goes from level like 18 to 26. I'm putting the 6 in quotes, like the 26 in quotes, because it actually goes to like 27. For some reason, things go one above what the general normal amount is, which is strange. It's quite strange that that's the case, but they really do, because this dimension, the overworld, and the overworld mirror, they're supposed to both be only levels 1 to 30 just flat 30, but for some reason there are mobs over here in this dungeon that I found, right here. I found them at level 31. So, I don't feel like being bottle capped or kneecapped anymore. I just can't get any equipment that I need. I'm just going to go fight the Ender Dragon. And to do that, we're going to need to use this thing, sadly. Which means we're going to have to rebuild a little bit. Am I allowed to, like, I think I probably have to unequip my equipment and then... You know what, actually, wait, I forgot. I don't have to do that. But I do have to make a wisdom potion. Or, sorry, a wisdom potion. I need to make a stat reset potion. I just want this one. Ooh, this one is real complicated to make. Thank goodness I still have one of these. Now, the thing is that you have to use a bow against the Ender Dragon. I know it sucks. I know it's sad that I can't use my weapon. But I've said it before. You cannot utilize a regular weapon against the Ender Dragon. He is not normal. For some reason, the Ender Dragon legitimately just ignores all damage other than like vanilla damage. So you have to either melee him or use your bow. Both of which I don't really have the capacity to take advantage of with this regular weapon. While I set up here, I can talk more about things I did off stream as well. You may notice that I have an Arachnon hammer now. That means I actually have been able to go mining, and I've actually got some diamonds now. But the diamonds are not sufficient to do the amount of crafting that I need to do. And what did I need again? Oh, okay, gold, coal, bottle. Gold. Oh, wait, was there iron in? There was iron in that, technically. Fuel. Beatle. I don't see any beatles. I don't need that thing. Wait, I already have some. Never mind, never mind, never mind. He's back. Am I incapable of wearing this? No? Oh my god, really? Okay. But I'm not capable of using that. I can just bring my thing up to 17. Let's bring me up to 22 exactly. 22 dexterity. And then the rest can go back into, like, wisdom. We're gonna need to do this again, so I'll hold on to this. Now I need to go get some of this. We got infinity. That's all you really need. Okay. So the Ender Dragon, he's really annoying. You have to fight him with regular vanilla damage. Maybe they fixed it and I'm literally just wrong, but I'm pretty sure they never fixed that. Gotta go. No, wait, that's not it. It was ᵘᵃᵃ. It turned out that the Ender Dragon only is from level 26 to 30. He's not level whatever I thought he was. I thought that the end was actually like a much wider range, actually. And I also learned that there's another dimension here, if it loads, in Act 3, which is this dimension, the mining dimension. I forgot about this completely, the mining dimension. This place is just like a place where you can get some... You can just, like, basically set up a create machine if you wanted to just dig through the entire place to get a bunch of material. It's more or less just like a giant cave system that goes all the way from the top of the world, the sky, like the top of the box to the bottom. Does this work the way I want it to? No, okay, I gotta take out an arrow then. That's fine. One thing I also did off stream was I set up the village, you know, as usual. I cheated. I don't really use the village at all. It's just a way for me to, like, AFK sometimes if I feel like AFKing. It's pretty fine to do, I think. Oh, the music. Another thing that's happened off stream is that I found a lot of runes. I got a lot of runes now. And I found more rune words, too. I found a really good one in the form of mountain. I think I forgot to mention, or maybe I didn't. No, I got this off stream. Or off video. I got some unique runes, and I forgot that these even existed. These are really good. Go kill the Ender Dragon. Probably gonna have to use... I do have to use the bow. I really mean it. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't take he doesn't take regular damage from spells. We can't even use a spell either, you know? What is this? Mossy Endstone. The other thing I get to take advantage of here is the Enderman. I'm going to be able to get a lot of experience out of the Enderman. Because it's been kind of tough to get experience, actually. Let me see, does he take damage? Uh-oh. Or sorry, it's been hard to get experience out of regular mobs. Oh, wait. Wait, does my weapon... I can use this as a weapon, right? Yeah, he's not taking any damage. See, I knew I was right. They never fixed that. I was wondering. I was partially wondering, you know. But for some reason, they could never ever fix this. Like, this had been a thing for a long time with the Ender Dragon. Being problematic like this. Ignoring all kinds of damage except for vanilla damage. And so, this boss, you kind of just like... You have to, like, play it like it's vanilla Minecraft, you know? Let me shoot all of the things then. I don't remember if he does damage, though. I think he maybe does damage, but I can't remember. We'll have to see. Let me check, actually. I can check here. Nope, his damage doesn't even work in that way. Cool. What a boss, right? He literally just doesn't work. What a strange Ender Dragon. The very first Ender Dragon who doesn't do anything. Truly, he is an immovable object in this. Can I take this? No, it's like bedrock. Wait. Well, that hurts a lot, you know, falling off hurts a lot. I didn't bring any. Oh no, I did bring water. So actually, as soon as I, actually it wasn't as soon as I finished, but I had like a bit of a thought, you know, after like a bit of just waiting, doing nothing, like AFKing. I had a thought about how the Ender Dragon was. I had to remember, because it has been like 2 years at minimum since I actually had to fight the Ender Dragon in Craft-To-Exile 1. I angered that guy. So I had to remember, really, whether or not he worked a certain way or not. You annoying guy, why? Why'd you do that specifically? That worked. I had to remember, and then I remembered. Isn't the... like, for some reason, in the very, very recesses of my mind, I thought and recalled, wait a minute, I think the Ender Dragon's actually a really easy but long fight. Oh shoot, his melee attack still does a lot though. Okay, that's good to know. But I could have sworn that, like, it's not as bad as Craft-To-Exile 2. Just so long as you, like, would get rid of all these stupid... Get rid of all the stupid, healing effects that he gets. You know, since I did create in my off-stream part, I wanted to kind of talk about as well how it felt to actually engage and create for the first time. I remember that my first experience in Craft-To-Exile was, or in Minecraft with Create, was actually Craft-To-Exile, you know. I had never done I had never had Create ever in a mod pack before. Whenever I first interacted with Create, I literally, like, latched onto it like paper to fire. Like, I put it in a lot of mod packs. Is it coming over here? I hope not. Because I loved just like how it was. The whole time I actually had believed... Uh-oh. Wow, I freaking failed that a lot, didn't I? What is this? Collect Ogana fruit. Where'd I get that at? Anyway, I had never interacted with Create because I thought it was just like a really annoying mod to deal with. I think I've said this, and I said that a while ago whenever I did my Craft-To-Exile 2 run. Whenever that was like in its infancy and it still had Create. I'm just gonna do it the coward's way. The water elevator way. Because I'm trying to talk while also focusing. But I would actually go on to like try to just mash it into all of my mod packs. I think I made like a 1.15 mod pack and I was like, I could have a real working train. That mod pack I don't think I have anymore. But, you know, it was really cool. I just thought it was so cool at first, and then I kind of, like, fell out of it because it was too complicated at the same time. I feel like I'm going to get knocked into the sky. Is this true, Ender Dragon? Are you am I telling the truth? Missed. Like, just straight up missed. Ah, I'm so unprepared to fight the Ender Dragon. I'm recording this pretty late too, honestly, though. So now we can actually deal damage to him. At least we deal the full damage, right? Even regardless of how much I like put into the charge, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a really fun fight, isn't it? Me just freaking waiting. Can I have that? Oh man, can I have that? There we go. I don't even think this does anything in this one. Oh no, it does. It does do something. That's like alright. That doesn't really matter too much. But that's alright to collect. Uh-oh. Oh wait, no, we didn't take any damage. No, wait, we did take a lot of damage. That was like half my health technically. Holy crap, I'm gonna mega die if I keep trying this. Oh, he still got that annoying hitbox in this one. If you're wondering why don't I like use any of these spells that are hunting related, these don't count as well. These create an arrow-like projectile, but not actually an arrow, not actually a real arrow. I think it's the same with like you have to think about it like with Enderman, you know? In Craft-To-Exile 2, the Enderman can be hit with your spells from your arrows, right? But you can't hit them with a regular arrow. You you know? So it's not actually a real arrow that's being shot out of the spell. It's like a fake arrow. Just thought I would clarify that. Even though if you've played Craft-To-Exile 2, you would know that as well. It's literally the same thing, I'm pretty sure. You know, if I were really prepared, I would have probably come with like an armor-based build, but like, I didn't have the foresight to do that. Or rather, a dodge rating build. Dude, man, this hitbox is crazy. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait for him to stop being like this. Honestly, I think I might have to Ender Pearl away whenever he starts charging at me. That worked? That didn't even really work. Just instantly turn. Oh, I forgot about him. That guy freaked me out a little bit. You want to know what this is? This is a market from it's the same exact thing in Craft-To-Exile 2. The funny thing is, though, I learned that this is how I can spend all my my coins that I'm getting. I thought they would be permanently useless. All right, once more into the fray. This boss is honestly just annoying in this one, isn't it? But I'm starting to realize. At least you can actually hit him with regular spells in Craft-To-Exile 2. In this one, you can't even do that. He is the gateway to entering done maps, though. It's funny, because if you remember in the olden days of Craft-To-Exile 2, I think they put the Ender Dragon as, like, the last act. And you could get, like, you could just straight up get the, or no, he wasn't, like, the last act. I don't think. But you could get the map device from the Ender Dragon. But it was way earlier than before, I'm pretty sure. And that's entirely because it was like that in Craft-To-Exile 1, so like they kind of just like used the same idea for Craft-To-Exile 2. What the heck am I supposed to do about that? You kill him. Help me kill him. Oh no, I accidentally hit him with the thing. Frick. I'm so sorry, Enderman. I thought we were on the same side. I failed you. Wait, he didn't hit me that time. Alright. Can you just leave me, please? Thank you. You know what? Actually, I was wrong. It doesn't do the full damage. I do have to full charge. This is the most vanilla experience you're gonna get in Craft-To-Exile. I'm out here with gold armor and I'm getting killed. It makes perfect sense. Oh yeah, if you want to know what I did with the talents, I've just been going into this magic shield stuff. That's all I've been doing, and nothing really that special. Look at how special this looks, though. I don't think I ever resummoned the Ender Dragon in Craft-To-Exile 1. If I ever do that, that'll be a new experience. There's no, like, special runes, of course. That's why. At least I don't think there are. If we look at this. Oh, hey, look! You can see the warning. Oh, boy. How fun. You know, I'm glad I remembered that you can just shoot him constantly. I know how to play vanilla Minecraft, so I forgot that you can shoot him to just make him go away. Forgot that my enemy is weak to bullets. Okay, let's read more of this stuff. Let's see, we got shulker stuff. We got the map device. We got these already for some reason. Maybe a quest gave this to me as a reward. The identification tome, which just does your whole inventory. I don't know why that's a quest here and not in the first part. This is the thing that makes the entire thing way harder. And is impossible to do solo almost. Great. I'm just waiting for him to leave this mode. I wonder if we can like stack arrows on him. Oh, we can't. We can't do that. Right, you better run away. Oh. Fucking ᵐᵃᵖᵖᶦⁿᵍ mob. So annoying. Oh, you know, there were some things I did that I was supposed to do off stream, but then this bottleneck really kept nipping at me. I actually installed 2 mods to Craft-To-Exile 2, or 1. The first one I may have referred to before. It was, of course, refined storage. I thought it wasn't in this one. I thought it wasn't in 1.15, but it turns out it is. How did I even hit hit you? I didn't even touch you. Oh my god, why are they even attacking me? Oh wait, what am I doing? Staying in the water. That doesn't work? Does that really not work? I thought that if Endermen go in the water, they just eventually stop attacking you. Or that de-aggroes them. Ooh, I can show you a little trick with this spell. For some reason, projectiles from Craft-To-Exile, they just stop in water in this one. I remembered that actually, and I always, it became so muscle memory that I thought it would be the case in Craft-To-Exile too. Okay, he's still, he's still just sitting there? Wait, where'd he go? Yeah, I really thought that that was like the case in Craft-To-Exile 2. On the onset, like as soon as I started that one. So much so that I thought that projectiles were worthless. But I'm pretty sure it's just totems that are worthless in Craft-To-Exile 2, right? I think projectiles work normal. I think they're just slowed down in water, if I remember correctly. Still mad at me? Did I kill him? Oh, mad at me. Endermen are so much more annoying than I remember in this one. There we go. Oh my god, a blue trite? What is that? He just missed. Literally just missed him. Come back here. Come on, guy. I need to kill you. So that I can be free of the curse of bow. Oh, you know what happened also is I killed 2 withers. Just so I could figure out whether or not that he drops a specific rune word. I don't know if he does still. Still up in the air. I didn't get any copies of it though. There we go. Did he drop a unique staff? Level 33. He didn't drop any rune words though. I think I got these 3 rune words off stream. Maybe more. But I definitely think it's these 3 at most. At the minimum. Alright, let's take a look at what this unique is. That's what I thought it was. Yeah, this is a really good one for water builds. Alas, we are not on one. We are on a nature build. Honestly, I'm starting to think that I should switch though. Because I just I took a peek. We took a peek just earlier. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. What's water like? Oh, I remember. It just does a base amount of damage. Okay, this one scales. What about Blizzard? Also just a base amount of damage. See, that makes me think that I should switch, because, this seems... The other one seems terrible now. I forgot how much they nerfed nature. So nerfed into the dirt. They just don't want you to play nature. What can I say? They just don't want you to be nature. Then again, flat damage is kind of annoying to deal with. Look at all these shaders. They literally don't do anything. Also, this one's a YouTube one. What the frick? How meta is that? What is this? Biotite. Oh, isn't this like a quartz? It is kind of like a quartz. What a weird item. A redstone randomizer. Now that the Ender Dragon is killed... Oh, apparently I get a lot of level. A lot of experience. Yay! I need dragon scale. Whoa! Did it just give me a chaotic wisp? I don't think I'm using that, but that's a good item. It gave me the dragon scale in case I didn't get it, and I didn't get it, so that's good. Maybe I was supposed to get one though. I feel like I was supposed to get one. Ah well, it's fine. We don't need to make an elytra. And the reason for that is I also added this one. I added the glider one. I don't need an elytra. I can also just get an elytra, right? Yeah, I don't have to think about that. But yeah, there is refined storage now. It is just in this one. It's the really basic version though. Therefore, it's really easy to make quartz-enriched iron. Kind of like how early Craft-To-Exile 2 was. You could make quartz-enriched iron really, really easily like that in Craft-To-Exile 2 early on. Let's leave. Let's get out of here for now. I'm probably gonna have to go back or off stream and mine for tungsten, which I've actually read is the level 26 to 30 equipment. And we are level 30, so we would benefit from that. There's no point in leveling my skill. I don't know why I did that. My stats, rather. Oh shoot, that was a mistake. I'll put that up. Is that enough to use this? Is it time to get rid of our thorny bush? I think it might be time to get rid of thorny bush. Finally. Oh wait, cooldown 18. Cooldown 8? Ooh. Yeah, okay, maybe not. Maybe we do switch off of this. I'm honestly feeling like switching off of it now with seeing that. But the question is, does any of this... Maybe we will just go into this. I have to get some equipment first, though. I wouldn't mind switching builds to an arrow build, to an arrow, like a bow build. The thing is, though, it's kind of cliche, because I think I saw long ago. I used to also like have to watch some tutorials, and someone was doing a let's play of this mod pack, and they too switched to a bow build. Now I don't know if they were doing it because they thought it would be easier. I would be doing it because I know that the bow build is really good. I genuinely do know that the bow build is great. Like, I know how good the bow build is. Okay, we finally got a map device. You can start mapping this early. The problem is, though, that the map device is weird, so you have to put it in a weird place. This is how I've been clearing the water. Or the grass, by the way. The water is my natural lawnmower. I need all these crops. One thing I also immediately checked off stream, off video, was that it turns out cooking for blockheads is in this, so I am actually gonna have to change the size of the house again. I thought I was done making wings. I was wrong. I need more wings. You know, I gotta make my kitchen. Kitchen can't just be in the middle of the building. That would be insanity. I gotta have the kitchen in its own room or something. Because I am, in fact, a Sim from The Sims. Anyway, this is the map device. It's wonky. It's a little janky. It also randomly requires fuel. You have to give it material for it to work. This. And also you can use, for some reason you can use this in there too, I think. Yeah, that gives it 500. I don't really understand. I don't know why they did that. How much does gold give? 100. That's not bad. And it actually requires 2,500 to activate. So let's go ahead and get ourselves one of these. We'll go for that one, because that one doesn't really affect me at all. You'll see. The map device is a weird structure. It is a weird feature in this one. Really strange. Rather than what you would expect, like you just right-click the machine, it actually places blocks in your world. You don't have to break them every time, it'll just overwrite them, but I think that these things might be indestructible. They're not indestructible. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. You know, one thing I forgot to make a disclaimer of is, I'm sorry for if I'm sounding kind of like different or quieter. I'm recording this really late, right after the last one came out, and I just did it because I was like, I've gotta be honest, I wanted to just like relax and like play this, like the off-stream parts, and then, you know, this snag really just got me. So I might put like at the beginning this disclaimer of why I'm so quiet. Let me go change my, I don't know if I want to change my build. Let me keep taking a look here. Do I want to try if using a force build? Requires melee weapon. I could go back to trying a forced build. Requires range. These ones don't require any weapon type. I could use my bow technically if I wanted to. The problem is that if I switch builds though, I will have to rethink a lot of this stuff. I kind of don't want to do that. I might just change my stats for now. And you don't even get your bottle back from that either? That's so annoying. I'm gonna try to get back to where I was with these stats. It's probably about fine. 31 and 35. Yeah. We'll just keep this up too. We'll just keep going like... I'll take Gorgon's Gaze though. That's probably good. You can't really tell whether or not if it hits though. Because for some reason... I don't know what odd reason they did this for. But for some reason you literally just can't see it. Like, it has no hitbox on the screen. Anyway, I was actually really excited about this drop right here. I forgot to even mention it. This is a really good item, but I'm not going to use it until way later. These had what is called a Major Arcana Chaos stat. Unlike this one is consistently positive impact. But the positive effect can be specific sometimes. You know, I think I remember one of them being like a massive increase to fire damage. So we might not be able to use these, but they are labeled with something neat in that they're all the arcanas. There's like one that's about the Wheel of Fortune. There's one that's like the Empress. I think the Empress was ice damage. And there's like, you know, so on and so forth. They're really good. This is a really generally good effect though. Like these generally give like a double-digit stat bonus. I think the Chariot is a really strong one. I think that one just gives you like a flat physical damage bonus. Unlike the Chaos Orb, which is a little worse. He's also ridiculously expensive to me. Like, ridiculously. So I'm glad to just see one, you know. I think I mentioned it really, really early on, but I remember asking to trade for maybe some of these. I know I definitely asked to trade for, like, the Stone of Hope. I asked to trade for this one. Because this one is super expensive too. And it's really, those are really good for ruined equipment, right? With my re-leveling out of the way though, I should probably go into one of these, oh, I gotta fix my stuff, dang it. I hate that I have to always fix my stuff. I should find a way to remedy this. Is the, oh man, there's not that in this one. Maybe I can find like a mod that adds like a repair bag. Repair bag. I'd like to apologize again. On top of having to mute for a second, I also got distracted. So there's just a big cut in time here. I'm sorry. I forgot to pause it too, so that there wasn't such a huge cut. Anyway, I couldn't find anything actually. It turns out I think that one mod that's in Craft-To-Exile 2 is probably like a separate mod. No, sorry, not a separate mod. It's probably a part of Craft-To-Exile 2. Therefore, I don't think I can have something like that. Real shame. And since that's just the case, we're just gonna go ahead and walk right into this place. Man, we suck at melee. That took a while. The first thing you might notice... We're going back, I'm sorry. I forgot something actually. I literally forgot that I have to bring these. And you know, since I have acquired them, you know, I'll just... Wait, oh, I thought that was 500,000. I was like, what the frick? 500,000? No. 52,000. I'll go ahead and do this one too, because why not? Get more of them. Sorry, just some little technicalities, things I can gain some more experience off of, that kind of thing. Go ahead and make this identification one too. I'll make 2 of it, why not? Make 2 of it. 2 of the recipe. This is a good item, honestly. When you get so much material, this does become a good item, so. Okay. Okay, we can find... What the frick? Pharaoh crate, what was that? Oh my god, it's level 38? Oh, it's not just lightning damage. It's elemental spell damage in general. And we high rolled it too. Well, when we reach level 38, we'll be able to use that. Okay. Now for realsies. Here is a map in Craft-To-Exile 1. Now I think we rolled a map that's in Craft-To-Exile 2. But they've kind of changed. Let me take a look here. Oh yeah, it is. And all of the knowledge that I had is all flooding back. The first thing you might notice, though, is that the map, the thing that's in every single map in Craft-To-Exile 2, it's here, and it actually works. This little portal here. This never works in Craft-To-Exile 2, right? It's just sort of there. It just sort of exists there. This is where it came from. They just decided not to do this anymore, though. I don't remember if early times they had the portal actually working. But this is actually just like a way for you to go back on top of these things that you can also use to go back and forth. But you don't have to rely on that. You can just straight up, like, you know, and place yourself a waypoint here, a temporary one, so you remember that it's right here. And then you go be on your merry way. Did I just get another unique? Oh my god. Sometimes a little lucky, sometimes a little lucky, as always. Obviously can't use that one. The other thing is, there's some knowledge that is stuck in my head, but the map is a little... this is like one of the maps that's in Craft-To-Exile 2. Right? This is a map that they've ported into Craft-To-Exile 2. But I still have my knowledge of how this map works. And so I remembered that I could do that. If you ever decide to play this mod yourself, you're going to have to figure all this stuff on your own. Also, there is no such thing as like hitting a button and then it puts it all into your bag. So you got to do it manually. Honestly, I think I might start salvaging uncommons. I've updated it, so I'm now salvaging the up to uncommon to when it comes to runes. I'm slowly phasing out the need for things like the common. I'm gonna slowly phase these out, actually. Maybe not even slowly, but quickly. Let's just immediately start phasing these out, because we're gonna start getting runes like crazy, and you know, at some point you actually won't even need... I'll keep some of these yawn runes. You won't even need any of these. You'll only ever want legendaries. There's nothing on this side though. You're actually supposed to push this, I think, for something, but I can't remember. Oh my god, 3 spiders. Hey look, we got another unique rune. Another Oni. Not that interesting, you know. It's cool to see. I mentioned it a while ago, but you'll see here that redstone actually works in this one. And is in high use. I mean, redstone does work in the new ones now too. And they use what's it called? They use complicated puzzles for them. But some maps in Craft-To-Exile 2 actually just have redstone contraptions like this, but they don't use them. Because they just plucked them out and decided not to toy with the redstone anymore. I'm actually quite glad that I rolled one that I'm already familiar with from not only that I would be familiar with, but rather if you're a Craft-To-Exile 2 player you'd be familiar with, because, you know, this is just in Craft-To-Exile 2. I don't really remember if they've got that thing though. Do they have that giant room in this one? Oh yeah, they do. There were also way more chests, I think, these ones, than in Craft-To-Exile 2. Kill a boss? What did I kill? What boss? What thing did I kill? Is that a... Oh yeah, there are bosses, aren't there? I think I'm gonna die though. I remember that one. That's a... Ooh, epic cloth vest. Wait, this is what I need. See, this is exactly why I had to start this now. I need equipment. This is my way out of my terrible gold equipment. An identified ring. By the way, I just got this earlier today, like about 2 hours ago, and I identified it, and I was like, oh man, it's terrible. It was a real shame when I saw that it was horribly bad. Unlike this one, which is, well, I mean, it has spell. It's got spell lifesteal. Yeah, I'll equip that over this. What's this got on it? Oh yeah, that's a good piece of equipment right there. That's a way better piece of equipment. Yeah, I'll equip that easily. Okay, let me just put this in my bag. And this should have this should overall have more durability, I think. If I remember correctly, I think that the higher the rarity, you got more durability. Yeah, let's go in here. Man, this is so exciting. I loved mapping in Craft-To-Exile Dissonance. It was so much better, I think. It didn't feel so bad. Maybe it also was because it was so early. Like, this is really early, right, in comparison to Craft-To-Exile 2. I love all the quirks that you can do, like that, too. I really did need some rings, so that was a good box. That's a good item. I need that immediately. Oh yeah, I leveled again. From all those books, right, all those tomes. Do another one of these. Oh, I gotta not forget that I have Gorgon's Gaze. I'm just not using it. Whoops. That's bad. Gotta be using that Gorgon's Gaze. Here, let me just go ahead and identify this. Yep, that is a lot better. I think that even though this gives better bonuses, I'm still gonna equip the 81 one. Or 79 one, rather. I'm sorry, I saw a double number, and for some reason I thought 81 in my head. I think gaining 79 is probably better than gaining like 17. Voluntary exile. I haven't killed a raider with a thing yet. This was the first time I've done that? Really? Oh hey, it's the annoying illusioner. He's not so bad in this one, actually. In Craft-To-Exile 2, they actually also have an illusioner, right? But this one, they some reason had it in this one as well. Not that bad because he just sort of like... He's just using double team. He's not multiplying into like 5 or 6 of them. 5 or 6 is... That's a little conservative, isn't... Sorry, 50. He's not multiplying into 50 copies of himself that can actually attack. What did I get? Oh, it's just strength. It's just strength. It's just strength. Oh my god. Can't believe I get to do this again. I'm just so giddy, you know? I'm just so giddy that I get to play through Craft-To-Exile 1 dungeon again. You have to understand, I went to like a level 102. This was how you went to level 102, because you couldn't go... Actually, sorry, 101, not 102. 102 is a little too much for me. You couldn't go to a specific dimension that was in the acts. You had to go in the maps. Or, you know, that other mapping system that I don't like. The dimensional dungeons. Now you see if this is better. That is a really good piece of equipment. I don't know if I don't know when I'm gonna use that though. Look at how cooked everyone is by my power. Follower. You would think that would be like a summoner one, but no, it's health, crit chance, and crit damage. What a weird thing. One thing about rune words. Oh, here's a boss. I thought that these guys always had like a summon with them. Wait, do they summon like after a certain amount of damage they take? I can't remember. Oh no, they don't. They just sort of like, this is good. This is fine. Maybe I'm thinking of Craft-To-Exile 2. I think in Craft-To-Exile 2 they summon a guy. I think early Craft-To-Exile 2, didn't they summon like a guy with a specific effect? Like sometimes they would just summon a group of guys who all had explosive. Yeah, I remember that, I think. I remember it being that way. Man, I just instantly killed all those mobs at once and got a bunch of free experience and free items. That was very fair and balanced. The enemy placement may not be ideal, but like when you just want to like kill a bunch of mobs, it really is manna from heaven. How easy it is to just see a bunch of numbers appear. See a bunch of drops appear, you know? Feels great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're triggering the same traps that I just triggered too. My armor broken yet? Oh, that's good. It's not broken yet. Man, I can't wait till I get to those maps where it's like the ice levels. Those were my favorite because, you know, they would have that one room that was full of water, and you'd think water would be horrible, right? But it turns out that there would just be a bunch of mobs in that water. Can you do that? Wait, is there... Am I remembering a strategy here? Isn't there a strategy where you... Yeah, there is! I remember this. Okay. You know how there's stupid puzzles in Craft-To-Exile 2 sometimes that you have to do, like this one? I remembered this trick that if you just broke a door for some reason it half broke and you could just grab all the treasure and then you would be fine. That was great. I remembered that immediately. Okay, let's go up here. Look, there's a fiery guy up here. They're walking right to me. Oh, it's a boss! It's a boss, even though there's already a boss over there. Just summons a bunch of magma cubes. Oh, I died. I'm gonna go heal. Oh, hey, I'm Blaze. Always a welcome sight to see blazes in dungeons. They don't do any damage, so... Compared to everything else, if you're running like a ranged build. And like, that's pretty much all the builds. You have to be really close on a blaze for it to hurt you. Just ignore him, actually. When I think about it. Even though he's epic. I'm gonna drop all this off. Ooh, I got another unique blaze bow. Man, that does not do as much as I want it to. I'll tell you that much. One thing we really need to keep an eye out is like a very specific room. There's a certain room that has something special that's only special to Craft-To-Exile 2. Or Dissonance, sorry. I keep wanting to say that. Still messing that up to this day. There's something special, specific for maps in Craft-To-Exile Dissonance that's not in Craft-To-Exile 2. And hopefully we find one. But they are quite, they might not appear. This guy spawned like a freaking, this guy spawned like the whole thing. He spawned everything, that one. That's crazy. Spawned like a whole room of mobs. I guess that's why he was a boss. Let me go back to that room. Just kept spawning him too. Felt rather endless. Did I get any good treasure though? Still haven't gotten anything great. War! We need war! Need that one. That's used in a lot of them for some reason. Like delirium. Alright, I'm just gonna go back then. We're good. We don't need to go back there then. Let me see. Is there anything that they dropped? I should probably... I'm probably gonna be using this one off stream. Off video, off cam. Because that one's the way to leveling a bunch. Also, I've kind of like destructured what I said earlier. I said I was gonna set up and do some mapping off stream. I guess I'm doing a whole map one whole map on stream real quick before I do that. I don't know what level I should go to though whenever I go map off stream. I could like make the entire experience really short and brief by like leveling a bunch. I don't know about that though. We'll see. Put these guys stuck in the wall. We can still hit them, unlike Craft-To-Exile 2. I don't think any of the maps actually are... Actually, I'm not sure. I don't remember if there's any maps here that aren't in Craft-To-Exile 2. They might honestly all be here. Don't need that. They might all be in Craft-To-Exile 2. And I've been getting destroyed by that quirk of Minecraft 1.15. Where sometimes if I leave the inventory... I have to like re-tap up. I have to re-tap W on the keyboard to start moving again. Really quite annoying. It's getting on my nerves. Where do I go now? Actually, I think this is a dead end. You know, maybe it isn't actually. Put a magma cube in here though. Legendary ring. I think there's only one chest in here at all times, but it can be in different locations. Oh, I remember this place is secret. You would actually know this place is secret too if you played, Oh no, this is a slightly different room. Never mind. This isn't the room I was thinking. I was thinking that was the room where there's like a... There's a lever on one of the ways down. It didn't even stop whenever I Gorgon's gazed that guy. That's annoying. Kind of just against the rules, isn't it? Holy crap, did he cut my health in half or something? He hurts a lot. Oh my goodness. Liquid death is actually quite painful. Wait, was it in here and I didn't even pay attention? No chest at all. What scam is this one? Oh, what's this room? Can't interact with the dispensers in this one. So you can't just take out the arrows. What if I do like a freaking evil bait and switch with this episode? What if I go like welcome back to another Craft-To-Exile build video, and then like I show off this build? Now that would be a meta twist, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll do that. I'll probably do that at some point. Let's see. You annoying guy. Imagine if I did this pre-nerf though. We will identify all this stuff in due time. Holy crap, my tailbone is destroying me right now. Bear Sin. Good one, actually. That one's really good. I actually think that mountain's not that great, even though it looks insanely busted. Probably because it's not that modular. I haven't gotten any more runes. At some point, those runes really do start getting useless. Unless they're legendary. 4 boxes, and they are all 4 boxes. They're not just like empty. Oh, I thought I got a legendary rune. What the heck? What did I get then? Oh! Oh my god, what the heck? I got one of these. You know what? Just because... I know it's not correct to do this, but we'll open this now just because. You'd never want to open these until way later, but I'll open it now. These just give you some equipment. At your level. You never want to open those, though. I have a funny story with those, too. I talked about before how there was like a server, right? And at the server, at the old spawn, which was like at 0-0 about, there was shops, right? One of the crazy things you could find, it was like a garage sale, really. One of the crazy things you could find was you could find those boxes for like super cheap. Because for some reason people sold them for super cheap. And so like, I was like scouring those. And I think I remember buying a bunch from one. I don't know how they even ended up with so many though. Oh, hey look, another useless mob who can't do much in this area, in this game. In this one. Yeah, witches are actually really easy to kill in this one, unlike Craft-To-Exile 2. In Craft-To-Exile 2, the witches all like heal and stuff, and they take forever to kill. They can't do any damage in this one because they don't deal normal physical damage like every other mob. And on top of that, they don't heal for much. I gotta stop timing my attacks with getting hit. Messing up my aim. Look at this working TNT inside of the dungeon. They literally just added this for fun, practically. Let's go ahead and... I can't fit everything. I'm already out of space. Guess I'll just dump this. Not useful in this one, like Craft-To-Exile 2. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to see that one guy I was talking about earlier. Oh, one thing I think I remember about this mod, this version, is that there's actually more than one of the dungeon portals, so you can actually leave through more than one way. You don't have to go the way you came. That's why they actually have that portal in multiple areas. There's actually a room that traps you, so you have to use it too. I remember that stuff. I really do remember all that stuff. It was a good time, really. All the redstone stuff and all the ways that things work. We got some evokers here. Not quite Alistair, but, you know, pretty close, really. They're evokers instead of invokers. Yay, we finally completed the witch quest. It only took us going into the dungeon, the level 31 map dungeon. That's all it took. Okay. No, don't kill me. Okay. I thought that this room had... Oh, champion spider. They aren't even getting Gorgon's gazed at all. They're scamming me. I think I got a... Did I get a trident just now? I did. Got a trident. Remember, every single weapon is actually one-handed in this one. Not two. There's no such thing as a two-handed weapon in this one. Look at all this useless junk I'm getting though. It's probably because I got looting 3 on this. Did I show that? I probably did, right? Let's proceed this way. I think this is the last way to go, actually, isn't it? Something like that? Which means we only got really 1 level out of these, but I promise you can get a lot of levels if you use something like that one item that I showed. The loot reduction for experience one. Not something you can get in Craft-To-Exile 2, actually, is it? You gotta just sort of like roll with the punches of the really, really high loot. High experience one, right? You don't get to just pick one and cut it out for the other one. That is the whole map, though. Oh, wait, there's still more over there. Okay, we'll get rid of those guys. Man, this is so nice and nostalgic. This is real nostalgia right here. I really did like mapping. It's the reason why I could easily go to level 100. It was real fun. Go from level 0 to level 1 to 100. He dropped an epic crossbow, even though he's a skeleton. He should have dropped a bow, a regular bow. And that's pretty much it. That's the entire map, you know? There's no such thing as like a boss afterwards. There's no such thing as getting your rarity up. It's just a nice, relaxing experience, unless you use the Orb of Companionship, in which case everything becomes 100,000 health. I'm not going to use one now, because I actually want to use them later. You have to have, like, a real build to go through an Orb of Companionship dungeon. You'll see there. When it says increases the map difficulty substantially for increased rewards, it literally is, like, multiply every number on the map by 10. Which may not sound so bad, but it's pretty bad. I promise you, it's pretty bad. But that's it. That's it for today's episode. I'm probably gonna go ahead and just for next episode, we're gonna have to go through this a bit more, maybe. Grab some of this stuff. I should actually probably do this now, maybe even. Oh, but we're already an hour and 14. Next episode will be the second half of the Ender exploration. How about that? We'll have more End exploration next time. I just wanted to really get into the maps though, because I need that equipment, man. Look, I even broke my hat in there. I didn't even notice that I broke my hat in there. Is this a good hat? This is a good hat, but alas, it requires dex. Dang. Oh, fuck. I just destroyed all of my... I just destroyed my bushes. Man, I did that off stream too. Ah, it's fine. It's alright. Not that fine. It's not that alright, but still. I can handle it. I can handle it. Maybe I can't handle it. I already misclicked into the wrong location. Next time, we will be going back into the nether... Or no, the end. If you don't know, I'm also feeling a little delirious right now. I'm getting so exhausted and tired. It is literally 12 o'clock now here. This is like in Minecraft. Oh yeah, let me show off the mine colony's base. I didn't do much really. I just made it to where they would complain a little less. Now they're complaining though about the lack of guard towers. Can't believe they could complain about that. After I've already given them so much. I'm just kidding. I'm not that stuck up, but like yeah, I've got a farm now over there and they're just making potatoes, you know. The best part about this place though is that these torches don't even stop mobs. Isn't that great? I also started making a house over there. Are they sick? That's sickness. They are diseased. Nope, that guy's just missing a pickaxe and that guy's missing a shovel. Okay. Good. I forgot that the taverns make noises. That's gonna be it. I'm probably gonna go through a dungeon again just so I can get some more equipment. Like my hat and my shoes. We go get a new pair of shoes for sure. In fact, I'm so done with these shoes, I'm gonna put them in the gear salvaging even though they're not completely broken. Yay, rare ore. See you all in the next episode. And don't forget. Oh no, I don't have an A and an H. I can't make grah. See ya. Never tell if the dog is inside or outside.